has the game passed by Bill Belichick this year? Maybe the best coach in NFL history. Is he done with? I said it at the beginning of the year when they drafted. They drafted a guard, a punter, a cornerback. They went no offense, worst offense in the league. Has the game passed him by? Is he a product of Tom Brady? And can Kraft fire him? I know it's a lot of questions in there.
No, you can't fire him.
Really?
Yeah, I don't think you can fire him, one. Two, I think the way they drafted and when you looked at the division going into the season, or even going to the draft, when you knew that Rodgers was on the Jets, Buffalo's roster, we know what it is, Dolphins. and Miami, you knew they knew they're not stupid. They knew going into the season they were by far the worst team in the division. There was no, it's not like the illusion that the Broncos had, and Broncos fans, you know who you are, thinking that you were going to win 10, 11 fucking games.
Wait, hold on. You're part of that fucking illusion, guy.
I had him at 8.
Well,
I had him at 8.
Okay.
I had him at 8.
8's still pushing it now.
Yeah.
Well, now, but I had him at 8. I did have him.
Okay.
I had him 4th place in the division still. But I think they knew that. So when you went into the draft, I think they probably went maybe in their eyes best available for them moving forward, maybe in their eyes and their needs. They have offensive needs, we know. But like I said, you already knew going into the draft, you weren't beating the first 2 teams, let alone the Dolphins. So I don't think you can fire him. I think you need
Belichick's like fucking 87 fucking years old.
Let him build a roster one more time.
Let him build a fucking roster. What the? He's been there for 26 years.
Let him regroup next year. And next year, he himself will step down.
Dude, when I saw fucking Mac fucking Jones walk like a fucking high school principal down the fucking hallway with his big fucking ass, I'm saying that's not a fucking NFL quarterback. Well, when I looked at their roster, I called it on here and I said, this team hammer the under every game they play. And Eddie fucking knows it. You
said it 100%. And we've hammered them.
Well, yes. First game over.
Yeah, that was the only one.
Yeah, you jinxed me.
No, but dude, Eddie, I think
you just asked for time to build a fucking roster, Rafa.
I'm saying one more year because he knew going into the season, there's even to the draft, going into the draft, you look at your roster and you look at your team and the teams in the division, and there has to be 20 teams in the NFL that understand, maybe 18 teams, that understand going into the season, getting to the draft, like we're not competing this year. And you know that. And he has to know that. He's by far the smartest.
Historically, the Patriots have drafted garbage on offense. Historically, Gronk and Brady were the best fucking guys they've ever fucking drafted.
And Aaron Hernandez.
And Aaron Hernandez that was
killed. Gone forever!
Who was killed by Josh McDaniels, apparently, Chandler Jones said. Yes.
So I think one more year for Belichick, and I think he steps down himself. I think you got to give him the benefit of the doubt of one more.
I agree. You can't fire him. I agree with that.
No, you can never fire him.
You bring him in and say, bro, I'm going to fire you. Do you want to get fired? Or you want to,
No, he'll step down.
Take you out back like Old Yeller.
No. You want to go to jail or you want to go home?
At the end of the season, when he sits down and he looks at everything, and he's probably going to figure it out by week 14 or 15, and just look at the roster and just say, hey, fuck, next year I don't have a chance either. And then maybe contemplate that. But, you never know what can happen, right? And what if they're competitive the next 5 weeks? What if they win 3 of the next 5? You never know.
Raiders dropping a fucking 50 burger on.
Well, we'll see.
No, they're not. They're not.
We will see.
By the way,
Patriots, I promise you.
By the way,
6-9 Patriots.
Josh McDaniels 2-0 against his Jefe.
Now hammer the Patriots.
Yeah.
Good job, guys.
Hammer that.
I think he steps down. I don't think he ever gets fired. I think he will step down. He'll realize it, Eddie.
If he hasn't realized the last 2 fucking weeks, they haven't fucking scored a touchdown, Rafa. I mean, that has to be embarrassing.
Well, it is. It is.
Yeah.
It is. A little bit.
It is. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? But you still, Eddie, now you have the soft part. You have a soft team this week in the Raiders, which you can win this game. Now you win this game, and then
where is that game, by the way?
It doesn't matter. It's on the moon.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't fucking matter. Bro, they can play anywhere.
Vegas.
Santa Ana College.
It's in Vegas.
They're playing at Paxton Park in Pacoima. It doesn't fucking matter.
That would actually be fucking. There's Raider fans in Pacoima. That'd be a
100%.
home game finally.
That's good.
That's true. That's a good one.
That's a good one.
I think he steps down
His ass.
sooner rather than
Oh
later.
my